What's up guys, Kuroo here, and today with a new video. So as I already mentioned yesterday, we get the new banner, the voting banner today. And also we get some news regarding a new equipment creation event for the coming flute clearing event. So let's take a quick look at the characters and how they actually are. And yeah, let's just take a quick look. So I mentioned yesterday that this weapon would be for every character, so the MP reduction should work for everyone. But right now it seems that these battle skills only work for the specific element, like the new weapons. So it states that all weapons have 2 battle skills. The first one is oh wait, they should work actually for every type, like I said yesterday. But the first one gives attack plus 10% and required MP minus 10% if your HP is above 80%, or critical damage up 10% against advantageous attribute. And I think the dual blades for Yukata should be minus 10%. The galactic dual blades for Yuki should be plus 10% bonus critical damage. And the other 2 weapons should also be minus 10% MP reduction. So yeah. But it seems to me that all these weapons are pretty good except for the rapier. So if you can get one of those, it should be great. But let's take a look at the actual... Oh, I don't want to scout. I definitely didn't want to scout. And yeah, the characters here. Let's take a closer look. This time it doesn't seem like they have leader skills, so none of them actually has a leader skill, which is kind of sad. But yeah, Yuki has increased damage 5% against holy enemies. So it's the same like the Beach Kirito if he becomes a 5-star. Yukata Rain has the element Earth, so increases damage by 5% against water element enemies if you do a combination skill. Alice has the element Holy, increases damage 5% against dark enemies. And yeah, Asuna just has the combination skill Non-Elemental, increases damage 5% against non-elemental enemies. So these skills are pretty good, unless you can of course get dual combination partners from the same type, which is kind of hard to get, so these are pretty stable. Let's take a look at the skills. So dual blades characters are pretty good, especially after 50 combo hits, because the SS3 is just really fast after this. So SS1, it's the same as always, double circular, and the SS2 is final revolution. And the SS3 is called Dark Orbit, gives you an attack buff, and it's in 13 hit combo, or should be in 13 hit combo. It's okay, so after 50 hits it's pretty fast, but in the beginning it's still, it's not that fast in the beginning. But it has iframe, so this means on a specific time when you use your SS3 you won't take any damage while using it, so you can use it to dodge undodgeable abilities and stuff like this. So next up we have Yukata Rain. SS1 is double circular, SS2 is final revolution, and SS3 is illusional rev. So this attack is really good, it's quite spammable and it can stun. So yeah, Yukata Rain can stun units and you can use it a lot of times. Especially after 58 combo, it's easy to use it 2 times in a row. And I think right now she is definitely the strongest Earth unit, and overall she's a really strong unit. So next up we have Alice, the sword unit. The auto attack speed of the sword unit is quite fast. I mean, it's faster than most male sword units. SS1, Whirlpool Strike, normal, usual SS1 for sword units. SS2, Storm Slash. It's also pretty cool. And SS3, Release Recollection, Bright Style. Yeah, this one has a pretty big AoE and range. You can cast it from a little bit further away, or you can cast it from down below. And it's, yeah, the hitbox is pretty good, and the damage is also really strong. And lastly we have Asuna, SS1 Shooting Star, SS2 Quadruple Pain, which I like more for SS2 for rapier units, and SS3 is Martial Dance. So this SS3 is really good because it's so spammable. And yeah, I think it staggers units too, so they won't be able to move for a while using it. So out of these units, which one is the best? So in my opinion, it's definitely Yukata Rain. If you don't have her, this banner is definitely worth to scout for, just for her alone actually. Yukata Rain is really strong, and especially now that she became a 5-star unit, she will have a lot more use, and yeah, you can just abuse this Rain. She's really strong, so definitely if you don't have her, I recommend you alone for her scouting this banner. And next I would say it's this Asuna. Because her SS3 is just pretty fast and you can use it in succession, especially for the next neutral element, I think she will be the MVP, especially in guild ranking events. That's pretty strong. And after this, I would say it's Yuki, because the attack buff and the iframes. So actually Yuki and Asuna should be almost on the same stage. I mean, after 58 combo, Yuki is probably just as strong as Asuna, and before, because she gives an attack buff, it's pretty good for your whole party. And lastly we have this Alice. I mean, this Alice is waifu, literally, and her SS3 takes a little bit, but the damage is, I think, one of the highest from the light units. And yeah, because you can use it as a combination skill, it's pretty good, because this one takes pretty long. If you take one with a fast SS3, then you can chain it pretty good, I think. So yeah, Yukata, Rain, Asuna, Yuki, and then Alice, I would say. That's the order of characters you want to get. If you have like Yukata Rain already, then I would still recommend you to pull on this banner if you can get Yuki or Asuna. So if you have like even if you have like 3 of these units, you should still probably scout on this banner alone for Yukata Rain. And if you can't get her, you can maybe still get a 5-star and or have your unit become a 5-star. And if you have a 4-star unit here and it becomes a 5-star, you will still get 50 hacking crystals, plus your unit gets upgraded into a 5-star, which is pretty good. And this means you won't be needing any upgrade crystals, because they are really rare, and if you wasted them like I did, then you're pretty much fucked, and this is the only chance to get your unit made into a 5-star by scouting them on one of those banners. But yeah, that's it about this banner. I think, yeah, as I already said, this banner is really good. I would definitely recommend you scouting it. I will definitely scout it too, but as it stays till next month, or almost the end of next month, I still have a lot of time, because right now I don't have any memory diamonds, which is kind of sad, but yeah, whatever. So next up, the notices. We have the new thing coming out. What was it? Yeah, the boss Conquest event. So it's actually like yeah, it's actually just like an equipment creation event for a floor clearing event. And it starts tomorrow at 6 AM UTC, and the boss Conquest event Monsters in the Castle of Mirage will begin. So the bosses are these 2 Minotaur. If you did them in, I think it was the last floor clearing event, I mean the whole floor clearing event, not the quarter ones, I think that's where these bosses appear. They're pretty toxic and annoying. So you can get this armor, I think it's a GGO Kirito armor. Some advantageous equipments for the next floor clearing event will be available. And this one gives you damage received minus 10% at the next floor clearing event, which is pretty good. And max HP and MP plus 3% for non-elemental and dark resistance. So it seems that the next floor clearing event will have dark units. So maybe the next banner will be for the floor clearing event. I think it will definitely be a holy banner, because these bosses will drop holy medallions. So maybe we will get a face tank holy banner, or we will just get the Christmas banner. I think the Christmas one should be holy. Or maybe it's like Halloween banner, where we're going to get 2 holy banners. The first one is more for the floor clearing event, if it comes before the guild ranking event, and the second one will most likely be for the guild ranking event or something like this. So the good thing about this armor is that the damage received for the next floor clearing event isn't elemental specific, so this means you can use it for whatever elemental unit you want, but you will only get the the battle skill number 1, HP plus MP plus 3% for non-elementals, but battle skill 2 will apply for the other units as well again. So you can definitely stock a few of them and make them into rarity 4 armors and just keep them for the floor clearing event, because floor clearing events are pretty annoying, especially if you don't have any face tanks. But if you have face tanks, then you don't really need this armor. So this time dealing damage to the bosses is hard. You can get a chance for big damage when you pull off a parry. Okay, who would have thought of this? I mean, if you can do a parry, then you're good to go as always, I think. So 2 bosses appear in the level X or higher. The Earth Elemental boss pauses when you parry, and deal with the Water Elemental boss and finish it while the Earth Elemental one is frozen. So if you parry the Earth Elemental one, he won't do something for a while. It's like he's going to be stunned or something like this, and then you can just kill the Water one first and then the Earth Elemental one. So you actually want to have, if you can, you want to have an Earth Elemental face tank, and then also a Wind Elemental face tank. So like the school, right, the Sailor banner, I think, and the Summerfester banner. So if you have those characters, you should be good to go. But if you have something like Rainy Rain, then you should also be good to go, as long as you parry the Earth Elemental one. Otherwise, I think he can almost one-shot you, because he's pretty strong. As you apply more challenging quests, collecting event points will get easier. So it seems we're going to get a lot of event points here again. And I think there will be a new banner out soon, because otherwise farming event points is just going to be a pain. You can get limited equipment and rainbow essences, which is pretty good. Rainbow essences are always great. And in this event, holy medallions will be dropped, unlock skill slots and enhance characters. So I think it definitely means that we're going to get a holy banner next. And yeah, I'm pretty hyped for it. Hopefully it's the Christmas banner. I don't know which characters will be there just yet, but I hope they will look pretty sick. I mean, right now I think character design is like way better than the effects, to be honest. Especially, but that's just my personal opinion. I like the character designs, especially of the poker banner. Yeah, but enough about this. And we are also going to get something pretty interesting. It's like a Black Friday guaranteed weapon scout. It's from the data mine department here, from Discord and Reddit. So thanks for all these guys who are doing this stuff. So we're going to get a guaranteed weapon scout, most likely on the 24th, I think, this month. And it should be this Friday. And hopefully we can get something good. I think it's like the 150 memory diamonds for a guaranteed 4-star weapon, which should be a good chance to get old weapons, hopefully. But yeah, we'll need to see. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, then please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as this helps me out a lot. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.